せーのでもそんなんじゃダメもうそんなんじゃほら心は進化するよもっと
Have you ever had one of those series that you hated so much yet you somehow fell in love with it over time? That's my relationship with Monogatari. I hated Monogatari even though it was critically acclaimed by everyone in the anime community. Even though I've been listening to Red Eye Circulation for how many years now, something about it made me dislike it so much. Maybe it was the characters, maybe the lewd, distasteful scenes, maybe I just didn't want to jump into the hype. Either way, I stopped watching it after the first season and didn't pick it up for quite a while. When I refer to season 1, I mean Bakemonogatari, Kizumonogatari, Nisei Monogatari, and Neko Monogatari. And when I refer to season 2, I refer to Monogatari season 2 and Hana Monogatari. Yeah, the watch order is very confusing. After 2 years of avoiding season 2 of Monogatari, I finally decided to watch it after a friend who was obsessed with it made a bet with me. He said he would watch all of my favorite anime and I'll watch all the second season. And I agreed to it. The moment I got done with the first arc, Tsubasa Tiger, I instantly knew there was something different. Something that wasn't present in the first season. The characters felt more relatable, more alive, and in general, more interesting. The first season gave interesting characters, but they didn't feel real. They felt like they were just told to make an interesting character with some quirks that was just supposed to be thrown in there. That's how one of the characters in season 1 felt. Interesting, but in the end, unrelatable. I'll save the complaints of season 1 for another video, but to summarize, they went in so many directions, yet ultimately became mediocre. I had so many complaints about it, but after a while, I just dropped it and never expected to continue watching it. I am the type of person that if I watch an anime and stop midway, I will never pick it up again. But this was a rare moment that I did pick something up again. After finishing the second season of Monogatari, and I have to say that it is not only a masterpiece, it actually built upon the previous season of the story and enhanced it far beyond what I thought it could. Monogatari somehow did the impossible. Make every single character likable. Heck, even the antagonists are good. Before, I really disliked every character, especially the main character Araragi and his persona. Araragi is sort of like a more extreme version of Hachiman from Snafu. Snafu is, as you know, or as you might not know, one of my personal favorite anime. But the difference lies in what they sacrifice. While Hachiman would sacrifice himself, Araragi would sacrifice everything to save someone. Even if it means everyone loses in the end. This pissed me off to no ends. Just the way Araragi would handle things. He would sacrifice himself without even having a goal, as if he was just there to die, just to save a character that we just barely met. In the first season, it just seems like he just wanted to kill himself over anyone and everyone without giving a second thought, and that rubbed me the wrong way. But I think after watching Kizumonogatari, I got to understand Araragi's philosophy better. It's not that he wants to be seen as a savior and praised, he just wants everyone to have a happy end. Surprisingly, what made me come to understanding this is playing D&D. But that's getting way off topic of this video. And to get back on topic, the second season of Monogatari is a masterpiece of likes that rivals Snap, maybe even greater. The second season started us off on Tsubasa Tiger. It was about the character Hanekawa, a girl who we previously knew as student president, and her oddity, Black Hanekawa. Black Hanekawa came into existence after her stress from her family-related issues. In Neko Monogatari, they were able to suppress Black Hanekawa. But during Tsubasa Tiger in the first episode, her house was burned down to ashes. Hanekawa's mind just went blank. Like she didn't believe her house, where she grew up, burnt down to ash. Like a moment where she herself didn't understand the emotions she were feeling. That's where her second oddity came in, a white tiger. But don't misunderstand. Her house burning down didn't result in the white tiger. It was quite the opposite. Going back to Neko Monogatari, she has family issues. In Tsubasa Tiger, the tiger represented her envy towards everyone else, especially her parents. The flames of her rage and envy that have been bottled inside of her for so long finally bursted into an oddity. That's for a whole nother video. What I wanted to show by explaining this arc is that it made Hanekawa this extremely relatable character while also building upon the past characters she was in the other parts. That's the beauty of Monogatari. They build upon already existing characters and build even more depth into each character's arc. They make each character somehow relatable, like they're actually meant to be human. To conclude, Monogatari Season 2 added so much to the series and the depth of the characters. If I didn't pick up this series again, I would have lost all of that. The character building, the story, plot, all of the moments that brought a tear to my eye. Monogatari has done something that very few anime have done. to me in my life. That thing is inspire my own growth and understanding of myself as a person. The series has so much to offer. So many subtle messages that if you look away even for a second, you could miss the message. Even though it's sometimes complicated, boring, and weird sometimes. I think Monogatari is one of the greatest series I have ever watched. Even though it took me 2 years to watch the second season, I think you should too. Like the weeb.
お前は青春をしたんだ。